All right, it's now the Vikings' turn. They're up. Okay, here we go. The Raiders now on the clock. All right, on the clock now, the Saints. The Jets now on the clock. Let's see what they do. And the Eagles on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go. Okay, next up, it's the Dolphins on the clock. The Bills on the clock now. What direction will they go? On the clock now, it's the Seahawks, and time is ticking. The Texans are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. And the Giants now on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? The Buccaneers are on the clock now. The Lions on the clock now. What direction will they go? And now we turn to the WFT. It's their selection. Okay, the Chargers up now. They're on the clock. Okay, next up, it's the Packers on the clock. The Titans now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Falcons on the clock now. Let's see who they have their eye on. Well, I guess they won't be turning in a card here. They have traded the pick away. The Diablos are on the clock. Wait a minute here. Yep, they just traded the pick away. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Diablos are on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Diablos are on the clock. Okay, here we go now. It appears we've got a trade. On the clock now, it's the Falcons. The Chargers now on the clock. Okay, it's the Falcons now on the clock. We've got some action here, folks. They've traded this pick. We'll have the details in a moment. The Diablos are on the clock. Okay, here we go. The Vikings on the clock now. The Diablos are on the clock. It's the Saints now on the clock. The Diablos are on the clock. Well, hold on a second now. It appears a different team is filling out a card right now. And that can mean only one thing, people. They just traded the pick. The Diablos are on the clock. All right now, looks like there's a trade coming in. The Diablos are on the clock. Well, I guess they won't be turning in a card here. They have traded the pick away. All right, next up, the Falcons are on the clock. All right, the Packers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. Wait a minute here. Yep, they just traded the pick away. The Falcons on the clock now. Let's see who they have their eye on. Okay, here we go now. It appears we've got a trade. All right, it's the Panthers now on the clock. The Diablos are on the clock. We've got some action here, folks. They've traded this pick. We'll have the details in a moment. And now on the clock, it's the 49ers. On the clock now, it's the Falcons. Well, hold on a second now. It appears a different team is filling out a card right now. And that can mean only one thing, people. They just traded the pick. The Diablos are on the clock. All right, now, looks like there's a trade coming in.
Tonight, from Mexico City, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Booker to return it. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete to Tony. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards on the pickup there.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A give to Etienne running right. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly fit.
There he goes, right side. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Edwards-Helaire. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. K.J. Hamler returning it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
42 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. On second down, Etienne once more.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw, Mayfield.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 13-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Tony. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 22, Mayfield. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Once more, ETN. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Diablos have cut it back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them. And the
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield now. Flushed out right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Diablos are an extra point away from drawing level. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. KC's offense ready to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad. Possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team, keep your offense moving at a really high level, and it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Dancing to his Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That was all great until the final act, able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a 1st down on 3rd down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
Yeah, new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. They'll try the left side with ETN. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Diablos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Booker to return it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Mahomes now on 1st down. Locates Hardman for another catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From midfield, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night open. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mayfield off the play fake. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. Noah Fant. A 15-yard touchdown ground.
And the Diablos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
A give running right, Etienne.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Chris Jones on the stop. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Baker Mayfield with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Diablos are able to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And a lead now up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's caught by Myers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. On 1st down, Mahomes. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mahomes going to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So making 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 35 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
ETN with it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the 45 on second down, Mayfield. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. A very solid gain of 27. Here's ETN. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mayfield to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's ETN. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now ETN, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll run. It's Etienne. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the home team here, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.